Disclaimer: the following narrative is based on open source reports and public claims.
Imagine this. Just 2,000 kilometers from Florida, a new and mysterious shadow is taking shape. Fresh satellite images show strange activity deep inside a Venezuelan military zone. New underground bunkers, radar installations, and convoys moving under tight security. And according to multiple reports, Russian military engineers are already on the ground. The question spreading through Western intelligence circles is chilling. Is Russia secretly building a strategic base right in America's backyard? The construction site is massive, complete with hardened shelters, communication arrays, and heavily guarded entry points. It's not just another training facility, it's designed for long-range operations. Defense analysts say the architecture and layout closely resemble Russian bases used for advanced weapon systems in other regions. That suggests one thing: this base is meant to project power, not just to protect it. Shipping data reveals several Russian cargo vessels arriving at La Guaira in Puerto Cabello, both secured by the Venezuelan military. Witnesses describe containers being offloaded at night, escorted inland by armed convoys. Meanwhile, radar tracking shows multiple military transport flights from Moscow to Caracas. Officially labeled as technical support, yet analysts aren't convinced. To them, it looks like the quiet setup of a strategic deployment. This move didn't happen by accident. The United States recently increased its presence in the Caribbean, sending carrier groups and advanced aircraft for regional exercises. For Moscow, that was a message. And now it's sending one back. We can respond where you least expect it. This isn't just about territory. It's about influence, leverage, and deterrence. By setting foot in Latin America, Russia is demonstrating that global reach works both ways. Experts are calling this the new Caribbean crisis, a chilling echo of 1962. But this time, the technology is faster, stealthier, and more unpredictable. Back then, the threat was clear and visible. Now it hides underground, shielded by encrypted networks and radar-resistant infrastructure. The potential for misunderstanding or escalation is enormous. One miscalculation, and the world could be facing a 21st century standoff at breakneck speed. Satellite intel also hints at new defensive systems being installed around the suspected base. Local reports mention unfamiliar radar arrays and mobile launch vehicles moving through forested regions, heavily camouflaged and protected. If true, that would mean Venezuela's airspace is being fortified like never before, making any surveillance or foreign overflight extremely risky. It's a defensive wall that could change the balance of power across the entire Caribbean. Inside Washington, tension is mounting. Sources say the U.S. Southern Command, SOUTHCOM, has held urgent briefings to assess next steps, from diplomatic pressure to expanded aerial reconnaissance. The White House officially calls the situation under observation, but behind closed doors, officials know the stakes are rising fast. For decades, the Western Hemisphere was considered America's safe zone, but now that comfort is gone, replaced by uncertainty and the sense that a powerful rival has set foot alarmingly close to home. If confirmed, this new base could reshape the entire balance of military power in the Western Hemisphere. It marks a bold new phase in the global rivalry between Moscow and Washington, one that could push the world back toward the edge of confrontation. So here's the question: is this the start of a new Cold War, or just a calculated move in a much larger geopolitical chess game? What do you think? Is Russia making a power play or simply responding to US influence in the region? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the world's most critical power shifts are unfolding right now, and you don't want to miss what happens next.